There's a lot of yoga studios in Boulder, and it's a very athletic community. And in some of the studios, there's kind of a scene, a little bit of a scene, and and I didn't want a scene for the cancer survivors, because some of them may not have their hair, some of them may be on oxygen, somebody might not walk well. I wanted it to be a little bit more inclusive, and I wanted people to feel comfortable coming to the class, and others to feel comfortable with them being here and them not feeling different. And so I thought the Y was really inclusive. So the class is gentler, it's slower, it's customized to the needs of the student, and I also have this knowledge of cancer, so I know with their history of their treatment what they shouldn't do and what is safe for them to do. And so we work on really safe movements. We deal with everybody's individual needs, and sometimes if you've recently had surgery, your muscles need to regain their strength. You need to work sometimes through scar tissue. The effects of radiation and chemotherapy are cumulative. You often get a lot of fatigue, and if you're healing, and if you've had surgery and chemotherapy and radiation and you've been ill for a while, you lose your strength. I had one student say, "I just want my body back."
I was diagnosed in August of 2008, and it was my second bout with cancer, breast cancer. And the treatment I had was pretty extensive, so it took until about November or December of 2009 before I was finished with treatments. And then I chose to have reconstruction, which took another year. And the year after that, because of complications from the treatment and the reconstruction, I had 11 surgeries throughout the next 5 years. It's always been a part of my existence since cancer that when I'm doing any movements, I am always aware of my affected side, which in my case is the left shoulder and the left chest wall. And anytime I'm moving, I tend to protect that and at least have a worry about what's going to happen if I reach on that top shelf, and is it going to be okay? And I find that happening less and less because I'm learning how to hold my body in a more appropriate way. And so just having that anxiety not sitting in the back of my mind, I think has been one of the biggest gifts I've gotten from the class.
The yoga class is a safe place for people to feel whatever they're feeling. They can cry, they can be angry, they can be upset, and it's a safe place for that to happen. They can allow any and all of their emotions, because everybody in the class understands, and everybody's in the same boat, and it's a really supportive group of people.
And just being part of the group has been a very important part of my healing. And I think the physical part of cancer and cancer treatment most especially, you can heal from eventually. In my case, it took 5 or 6 years. And by that point, I tended to think this is the way it's going to be. But by coming to this class, I have been able to feel the person that I was before and be more relaxed and more confident and just really appreciate who I was, and the feeling of unexpectedly finding yourself again after all these years is so exciting and so fulfilling and such a surprise that I just love coming here every week.